So in the video, the guy that's playing my brother is wearing my brother's shirt. And what's special about it is that he had just purchased that shirt about a month before he passed away. We were at the beach on a family trip in 30A, Florida. I remember vividly being in J. Crew, where we got it from, in the store, and like buying that shirt and him being so excited about it, and it looked so cute on him. And we took family photos together with it, and it's just so special that that piece of clothing was able to make it in this video, especially because we bought it so soon before he passed away. So one of my brother's favorite things to do in the whole world was to duck hunt. He would go every year, would go all out, bring all of his buddies and friends, and it was so much fun, and he loved to duck hunt. One of the things that we wanted to put in the video was his duck calls. That was something that was really special to my brother, something that he really loved and was dear to him. At the graveside service after my brother passed away, our last final thing that we did was all of his friends blew his duck calls before we put him to rest, and just thought that we needed to have a little special touch of something of his in the video. So another thing that we added in the video was my brother's guitar. And what's really special about this is we were not planning to have this guitar in the video. I actually forgot about it. It was at my home in Kentucky where I grew up, and my uncle gave it to my brother about probably 7-8 years before he passed away. And that was actually the guitar that I learned how to play guitar on, and just super special. So adding that in the video just felt like another piece of him with us throughout the day and the filming of it all. Okay, so my favorite part of this video was that my truck got to be featured in this music video, 7th of June. What's sweet about it is I grew up my whole life. I remember being like 4 or 5 years old and wanting a Jeep. When I was about 16 years old, I come home one day and my sister had purchased herself a brand new Jeep Wrangler. And I was so jealous and so upset because I wanted it so bad for myself. And then my dad gets one and my mom gets one, and I was the last one to finally get my own Jeep. I was so excited about it. It just felt like the perfect touch to add to this video, with just like, I love it so much and I worked so hard for it, and I finally got my dream car. So it was just so fun getting to have my Jeep and drive it up the mountains and throughout the hills and all that. I know that Jacob would love it. So another sweet part of this music video was the opening scene when it's on the TV. It's a home video of me and my brother. I had never seen home videos of me as a kid until just last year, and we got them from my mom for Mother's Day, and we just got to scroll through them, and it was so sweet to just look back on the love that he had for me and my sister. And that one specific clip of that video is just really special to me. Had just been born, and Jacob was so excited to have another baby sister. I just thought it was something really special to have in that video, and just like a tender moment of how much Jacob loved me and my sister. We filmed a portion of this video at the grave, and that was the hardest thing, having to muster up the strength to walk into the grave and like face it and have a camera, filming me the whole time. And that's something super intimate for me and my family. Kind of just, you get hit with reality that Jacob really is gone and that he's no longer with us. And so for me, I was super nervous about taking the world into that intimate moment at the grave and kind of letting everybody see my brother's gravestone and just kind of putting it out there to the world. But I felt like it was so needed for those that are walking through grief, that there's something healing about staring at the grave and facing the loss and knowing that you have to accept it and move on one way or the other. And so that was a really special part of the video, but also the hardest part for me. Another one of my favorite parts of this video was when I was standing in front of the pond. My dad and my brother would always love to go fishing in that pond. And Jacob actually wanted to build a cabin right behind it and have that pond to look over and that mountain to look over. And so it was really special to film that there. When I heard of the idea of my brother being in the reflection of the water, it just brought me to tears, just the thought of it, the power in just knowing that Jacob is with me wherever I go, and me not maybe realizing it or seeing it in life, but knowing that he's there with me no matter what. And so whenever that ended up, when I saw the final cut, I was just like blown away by how good it turned out, and just the reflection of Jacob in the water, and me having that moment of like not really realizing he's there, but he's always with me. So the opening scene to the music video, me at the piano, I was actually playing the melody of What a Beautiful Name. That song is so special to me and just marks a lot in my story and my journey So I actually sang that song at my brother's funeral. I had never sang in front of anyone before in my whole life. And at his funeral, I felt really called and led to sing that song. And it's just a beautiful worship song on what it talks about to worship Jesus through pain and suffering and all of those things. And so I wanted to have that moment of kind of going back to the day that my mom discovered me singing for the first time. She walked in the room and she heard me singing What a Beautiful Name, and then asked me to eventually sing at the funeral. And so I felt like that was really the moment that started it all. And so putting that in this video made it really special. It was so much fun. On the day of the shoot, my family was all there. It was so much fun. We got to spend time together. At one point, they were making biscuits in the kitchen, and my whole team was like laughing their heads off about how not normal that is on a music video set. But we were just having so much fun, and it just felt like it was like getting to film a music video at home, and it felt really special just to be with my family and have those moments together, and just things that I'll never forget.